Welcome back for some more Trails of Cold Steel 2! We left off on a rest day with 7 bonding points to go. So let's get it going. Let's start bonding. Who do we want to bond with? There we go. Get a nice screen of all the people we can choose from, and like, wow, so many. Actually, you know what? It might be best to check our links and see who we need to bond with. Who are we going to be pairing Reen with that we're going to need to increase the bond? It looks like they want you to go with Elisa, right? You already got a level 3. We could level her up to level 4 bond. Link. Or anyone else like Laura. Laura would be a good one to get to level 3, I guess. Elliot, we could probably get to level 3, and Fee as well, and Milliam, and wow. We get a lot of them, a lot of points, and I believe it's last time it said that Laura and Eustace and who else was it? Emma. You get two different chances to bond with them because they've not been in the party for a while. We just got them and haven't had many chances to bond with them. Let's see, who do we got here? Fee right here. I haven't been using Fee, but we may want to use her. She is really good. I think I want to search out Laura first, because we'll definitely be using her. She's not far away. She's just over here. Even the air feels clean. It's not hard to see why Yoon Ka-Fai. Gotta get that name right. Yoon Ka-Fai. It's not hard to see why Yoon Ka-Fai is so fond of this village. I hope that I'll get the chance to bring Father and Klaus here one day. We'd be happy to have them. And don't worry, I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances once the war is over. I hope so. I suppose that's another reason for us to hasten this conclusion. But I'm still at a loss as to how, though. What should we do, I wonder? She's definitely racking her brain over this. Maybe a break would do her good. Yes. Why don't we go somewhere and take a break? It's good to take a breather sometimes when you're stuck on a difficult problem. That sounds reasonable. In that case, I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you escort me to your room? What? What? Well, we know Laura, and we know that she's probably got something in mind, like, yeah, there we go. Focused on the sword. That's what I was figuring. Something to do with swordplay. So this is your bedroom. The decor has some of Eastern feel to it, fitting for a former student of Yoon Ka-Fai's. Is there anything here that's particularly representative of the 8-leaf school? I should have known. You caught me off guard when you asked to see my room, but it figures that's what you're interested in. Why would you be surprised? Oh, it's nothing. As for your question, I don't have all that much, I'm afraid. Why, wait, actually, I have some tea leaves Master Ka-Fai gave to Dad a while back, I think. How about it? You up for having some green tea? Really? I'd like that very much. This has quite a refined taste indeed. It isn't my first time tasting green tea. Monica let me sample the tea served at her class tea house during the festival. But this seems to have more depth into its flavor and fragrance. Master Ka-Fai is a huge fan of this kind, apparently. He brought it back from the East himself. He's always bringing gifts whenever he comes to visit, so he's popular among the locals, even here. Everyone here likes him. Really now? I've yet to have the opportunity to meet him in person. But I can easily see why he and Father get along so well. Would you happen to know where he is now? Nope, afraid not. That letter I received from him during our vacation here didn't specify. He's always been something of a vagrant. He wanders the continent throughout the year, stopping off whenever he pleases. So while I couldn't tell you where he is, I'm sure he's just fine. I imagine so. If rumor is to be believed, he's as proficient with a blade his father is, if not more so. Are you worried about your dad? I am. I try to avoid admitting it publicly, but it's a fact. His skill is immense as ever, but given the various new weapons that have come into play during this war, along with the powerful warriors such as General Aurelia and that knight from Ouroboros, yeah, can't blame you for being a little concerned under the circumstances. Still, all we can do is, in the meantime, is keep going and do what we're able to. So long as we keep that up, I'm sure we'll be reunited with them in due time. Maybe. Oh no, you're right. In this sense, it is but another trial we must overcome to reach greater heights. Yeah, and I know we can overcome it so long as we're together. Alrighty, level 3. Very nice. Alright, so who else? Fee's right here in the area. Why don't we go ahead and use the bonding point with Fee? This dog's name's Badu, right? He's cute. Yeah, Dad raised him to be a hunting dog. Believe it or not. He's a sweetie, though. Looks like a smart one to me. Petting him's pretty relaxing, too. I'll stay with him for a bit while I think about what we should do. Come to think of it, it's just about feeding time. Want to help me feed him? Sure, I'd like that. Be right back. I've got to go get his food. How's that taste? Good? Wolf. Look, he's wagging his tail. Sorry for not being able to spare much time for you and Arthur, Badu. Wolf, wolf. He says it's okay. Smart ducky. Can you understand what dogs are saying or something? No, I'm just guessing based on how he acts in parks. Back in the Corps, I used to look at I used to look after the military monsters a lot. Really? That sounds like an awfully dangerous job for you to be doing. Well, I did get bitten sometimes at first. But after one or the other caretakers showed me what to do, they stopped. The way you talk about your time there, it's hard to believe the Jaeger Corps you were in was one of the strongest. Is Zephyr unusual by Jaeger standards? I guess. The boss was pretty easygoing, but it was always hard to tell what he was thinking. You remember what I told you at Matter Park, right? How they taught me survival skills and all that? Zeno and Leo taught me how to set traps and the art of close quarters combat. I can't imagine what it must have been like living that kind of life day to day, but it's easier to see how you came to think of them as family. Yeah, we're family. Until they all left me behind after the boss died. I just want to know why. Why they all had to leave me behind. And now that I might have a chance to, I don't want to let it pass me by. Even if it won't be easy getting it out of them. Still. Haha, doggo lick. I think even I understood what he was saying this time. Try not to overthink it. Something along those lines. There's no reason you need to try and find out alone. Not when you've got all of us with you. If that's what you want to know, we'll all make it work out. You will? You're right. How could things not work out when I've got you guys? Alright, should be level 3 with her now too. Yep! Get it. Alright. Okay, who else do we want to bond with? Oh, that's right, there's 2 events with Laura. Do you think we should do the second one with Laura? We might be able to get at least close to level 4 with her. Who else is there? There's Elliot. Oh yeah, we also have the adults too, right? Sarah and Claire. Does it look like we can bond with Toval? Does it show me my links with the adults? Let's see. Oops. It doesn't, does it? Actually, there we go. Page 2. Aha! So we're at level 3 with Sharon, but no one else. So if I was going to do one of the adults, would it be Sarah or Claire? I mean, Sharon's probably my favorite of them so far. We haven't used Sarah much in this game, but in the last game she was OP as could be. So this is a tough choice. I think we'll do Elisa, but then again, I kind of like having Elisa linked with Sharon since they're already at level 4. If I'm going to use Elisa, I probably should use Sharon and link them together. Maybe Emma? Emma might be a good one to get to level 3. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do Laura's other bonding event. I know I'm going to be using Laura quite a bit. She's one of my faves. So let's go ahead and do that again. That tea was delicious. Thank you for allowing me to join you. Incidentally, Toval mentioned that you used to train somewhere deeper in the mountains. Is that true? Yeah, in the Isengard range. Wait, don't tell me you're planning to go up there on your own. Well, after that break, I feel like doing something more active. A walk in the crisp, snowy mountains should clear my mind just perfectly. I wouldn't mind a mountain walk. If really that interested, I can show you the way there. Would you? I'd be very grateful. Then we should set out at once. Together, Rean and Laura climbed the Ymir mountain path, their destination being the canyon above. Soon enough, they had arrived at the area where Rean once trained under Master Kafai. Actually, isn't this where we started the game? And it's like, we fought a magic knight here, if I remember correctly? Whew, I wasn't expecting the cliff to be quite so lengthy. Or that far, really. You conducted your training a remarkable distance from Ymir for one so young. Yeah, we spent about a month living up here from civilization. We trained almost every day, but even when I wasn't training, he was teaching me how to live side by side with nature. We had to catch our own food, secure a place to sleep every night. Sometimes we'd even challenge monsters as practice. Oh my, that does sound rather harsh. You were just a boy at the time of the training, yes? I can't fault it, however. The Arcade School does have similar practices. Even when I was a child, I would often join the students in training in the mountains. I'm not surprised to hear the Arcade School's training right up there with the 8 Leaves. I made it through it in one piece, but I was completely exhausted by the end. Elise was really worried about me. She wouldn't stop crying when I'd finally come back home. That's not hard to picture. After taking a look at the scenery, there's no doubt in my mind that training here would be a valuable exercise. Yep, it certainly was. Standing up here and being surrounded by nature serves as a reminder of just how small and insignificant we really are. I suppose I could say the same about our swords in this war. Sorry, Laura, I'm not following. No matter how much it's willed or trained, realistically, a mere swordsman stands no chance against a force of tanks and soldats. That being the case, what significance do swords even have in this war? I've been pondering this a lot lately, and I still haven't reached an answer. That's a good question. And yet, when I look around at the vast mountains surrounding us, I feel like I've been liberated from those worries. It wasn't just because she was a skilled warrior that the Lance Maiden was able to end the war of her time. That played a role, certainly, but she must have possessed numerous other qualities that contributed. Yeah, that's true. And in the same way, I'm sure there's a role that swords can play in the ending of this war too, even if they can't do it alone. My thoughts exactly. We simply have to find it, and as a class, I know we will. Right on. After talking for a while, they enjoyed a short mock battle against one another before returning to Ymir. Now, can we not see that battle? Almost level 4. That's cool. Alright. So we did double bonding with Laura. Who's next? You know what? Let's go for... Oh, we can do Sharon, right? I don't know. Should we do Sharon? We also have Emma and Sarah and Elliot. That might not be bad ideas. Let's go with Sharon. I'm definitely going to use her again. Doing some shopping, Sharon.
That's right. Since you all be gathering for a discussion in the Phoenix Wings, I thought I might help out in the kitchen. I also thought I could prepare some food for your father, seeing as your mother has other business to attend to.
That's awfully generous of you, thanks. With several Ouroboros members having recently revealed themselves to us, I can't help but assume they're up there something. I'd like to know, Reen, no matter what happens, my alliance will always lie with you and your classmates. Please ensure that whatever you decide on this afternoon is something you can do without regret. Sharon? I swear we will. Glad to have your support.
Till the end of time.
It's great to know she's got our back, but she's still cooking for Dad. Maybe I could help her out with that. Well, even if you are looking out for us, that doesn't mean I can't help you with some cooking for my dad. Might as well try to pay him back for a little bit. Might as well try to pay him back a little bit for all those years of love and devotion, right?
I'm sure your father would be overjoyed to hear you say that. As soon as I'm done with shopping, we can head over to the kitchen.
Together, Reen and Sharon walked to the mansion. After seeing that Reen's mother was out, they started making a hearty meal for his father. Oh, you're making Ymir-style borscht? Good idea. It's got plenty of vegetables and it should be great for warming him up to boot.
I couldn't agree more. All of the protein in the meat I'll be using should help accelerate his recovery as well. Master Reen, could I trouble you to chop the vegetables? If you would, I'll set about preparing the meat and seasoning the soup.
Sure. Chop, chop. It's times like these where she seems just like any other maid. Takes me back to watching her cook for us in the dorm. It's hard to believe that she's actually an enforcer for the Ouroboros sometimes. Oh, ow!
Is something wrong? Heavens, you've sliced your finger!
Haha, sorry, I should have been paying more attention. I didn't cut it too deeply though, so it should be fine.
Oh no, that won't do at all. Would you hold still a moment, please? I'll stop the bleeding.
She's a vampire! Sharon, what are you doing? This is so awkward.
There, that should do the trick.
Sharon, I'm not sure it's a good idea to start sucking out people's fingers out of the blue like that.
Any particular reason? I'll bring you a bandage, so please wait in the adjacent room.
She's messing with me again, isn't she?
There we are, all better. Please leave the rest of the work to me. You should give your finger time to heal.
You're probably right. I'm sorry I couldn't be more of help.
You needn't be sorry, Master Reen. You made a valuable contribution as it was. It brought back memories of Lady Elisa's younger days, too. Whenever she fell and scraped her knee, she would always start crying for me to come and help her.
How sweet. I can picture how embarrassed she'd be if she learned Sharon was telling people this. Come to think of it, you've been working for the Reinford family for a while now, haven't you?
7 years, in fact. It was shortly after Mr. Rainsford's passing. I cannot begin to thank Madam Chairman Irina enough for giving me a chance she did. It was only thanks to her kindness that I was able to begin a new life under her employ.
Does that mean you've never been a maid before she hired you then? What were you before? Oh.
As you no doubt suspect, I lived as an enforcer. A mission given to me by Ouroboros was first led me to meet her, and she wasted no time in trying to hire me. I served in both capacities concurrently after that.
You won't find many executives who would knowingly hire an agent of Ouroboros. She never ceases to amaze, huh?
She certainly doesn't. Nonetheless, it was thanks to her that I was able to find a new path of my own. It's too late for me to turn back and change what's already been done, but she was willing to give me a different future.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. I was simply thinking out loud. Regardless of what happened in the past, my love for the Reinford family will never waver. Nor will my devotion to Class 7, Master Reen. I shall continue to do all that I can to serve you.
Thank you. I know we can always count on you. And everyone else knows that too. I hope we'll always stay fondly in your thoughts, Sharon. Sharon! Sharon's the best. After their conversation was finished, Sharon returned to preparing Baron Schwarzer's meal. And after helping however he could until his mother returned, Reen left them to finish by themselves. Okie dokie. Who's next? I'd say... well, it's a tough choice, really. It's kind of between Elliot, Emma, and Sarah. That's who it's kind of coming down to. It looks like we probably could get to level 4 with Elisa. But like I said, I kind of like pairing Sharon and Elisa together, since they're already at level 4 to start out with. Looks like everybody's level 2 with Sarah. Like, is level 2 the lowest you can go? Is anybody at a level 1 with anybody? Guess not. Let's go to Elisa. Yeah, she's level 4 with Sharon already. Which makes perfect sense. So Emma and Elliot. That's a tough choice between the two of those. Maybe we would do them both. We still got 3 points left, so that's a possibility. Emma's over by the tavern. She's in the tavern. Let's go ahead and do Emma then. There she is.
That's so wonderful to be back with Celine again. Now I can focus on how we should act from here on out. Not that will be a particularly easy decision.
Yeah, we're glad to have you weighing in on the matter, though.
Oh, I just remembered. There's something I need to buy from the shop in the village.
Oh?
I can't tell you what it is, I'm afraid. It's a secret.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but she sure looks happy about it. Okay, now I'm getting curious. I know Celine's not allowed, but do you mind if I join with your shopping, if it's okay? I mean, I know the shop here pretty well, so I might be able to help you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Really? That would be lovely. But you've got to stay here, Celine. Reen and I can handle this on our own. So don't even try to follow us. Fine, whatever. All this secrecy's creeping me out anyway.
Reen and Emma left a slightly sulky Celine behind and took off to the store to buy whatever it was Emma was searching for. What is it?
Here we go. The color looks just right, too.
That's wool, right? I didn't know you could knit.
I used to do it quite often back at home, actually. I've been working on a scarf for Celine for a while now, as the sort of reunion present. It's almost done, too, but I ran out of wool, so I came here to buy some more.
Oh, really? In that case, why not finish it in our living room? That way, you should be able to work on it without her finding out about the surprise.
That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you, Reen.
After showing him into the mentioned living room, Reen decided to sit and accompany her as she worked, the both of them enjoying the soothing warmth of the fire. I made some tea, Emma. Wow, that looks great so far.
Why, thank you, Reen. I think this deep color blue will really suit her personally.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see how it will look when it's done. It's nice to see how close the two of you are.
Close? Do you really think so? She's certainly important to me, but at the same time, she's not exactly pleasant to me most of the time either.
I don't think she means any harm by it. Don't tell her that I said this, but she was really worried about you the whole time we were separated. I know for a fact that she cares about you, even if she has a tough time of putting it into words.
Really? Thanks for telling me. We've been together since the day I was born, but I guess I still have a hard time reading her. Once I began training to become a full-fledged witch, she became my familiar. So in a sense, she's like a sister to me.
Really, I'm kinda jealous. As far as siblings go, it's like you two can be completely open with one another. But when it comes to Elise, I always find myself holding back from saying what I'm really thinking.
You say that, but I'm sure Celine is still keeping plenty of things from me. I can certainly be more open with her than I can with Vita, though, at least.
If you don't mind my asking, how are the two of you related anyway? You said something of a sister to you when we were first found out the truth, her true identity.
She's a sister in the sense that we both trained to become witches together. I always admired and looked up to her, both for her skill in witchcraft and her beautiful voice. Even now, I feel like I'll never be able to catch up to her in terms of raw talent.
I see. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. All you can do is keep trying, really.
I suppose.
One thing's for certain, you won't be able to catch up with her in a day. You didn't learn how to knit that scarf in a day, right? That took time. Catching up to Vita shouldn't feel any different. All you can do is keep trying to better yourself.
When you put it that way, you have a point. Thank you for the encouragement, Reen. I feel a lot better now.
Righto. Eventually, Emma finished knitting the scarf and promptly delivered it to Celine. And while she may not have put it in words, it was obvious from her purring that she was very pleased. I could do another one with Emma, yeah, but level 3 is good enough, I think, for now. And we won't be able to reach level 4 even if we consume more bonding points, so I'm going to go ahead and head to Elliot, I think, will be my next choice. So many people over at the Phoenix Wings. And they're scattered about, too. They're not all in one place. Okay, we gotta try to guess which one of these is Elliot. Oh, there's Sarah. I think I'm gonna use a point on her. You know what? Let's go ahead and go, since Sarah's right here in front of us.
Well, seeing as Stovall and Miles are safe, I'm guessing the bracers here in Arabonia are probably okay. Wish I could say the same for our colleagues over in Crossbell, though.
I can't even get in touch with Wenzel. A friend of yours? We go back a ways, yeah. He used to be registered as a bracer here, but eventually he packed up and moved to Crossbell. Anyways, leave worrying about the guild to us. You've got enough on your plates as it is. Just focus on what move you guys are going to make next. If you feel like you need a break, I'd be happy to join you though. Maybe I should take her up on that. That sounds nice, actually. Would you mind hanging out for a while? Striking while the iron's hot, I see. All right, I could use the company. I was actually thinking of heading to the tavern for a drink or two. What do you say for a little change of venue? That's fine with me, but I'll stick with living the dry life. Figured you'd say that. Come on, then. Oh, Sarah, the booze hound. Always boozing it up. No sooner had they arrived at the tavern did Sarah ask Gerald for alcoholic recommendations. After she offered to pay, Reen settled on ginger ale. Ginger ale. Come on, Reen. Even though ginger ale is good, I do like it. This is the good stuff. It's got a very mellow taste, but it's sweet and refreshing too. I had no idea you could make something so good out of rice of all things. Oh, is she drinking sake? It's a kind of alcohol from the east that Master Kafai brought here, I believe. Gerald said it's called Junmai Shu. That Master Kafai sure knows his stuff. Sounds like a man I'd love to drink the night away with. He's always been a bit of a heavy drinker, so I'm pretty sure he'd take you up on that if you ask. But you might want to cut down on the booze. With things so shaky now, you never know when you'll need to take action. I know. I'm not planning on getting myself plastered when you've got that discussion later on, so don't freak out. I think I've earned a bit of alcoholic relaxation time, though, personally. After all, I went cold turkey while I was in hiding. It was torture. Would you deny your poor instructor some sweet, sweet relief? Sure, relief. Let's call it that. What have you been doing all this time, anyway? We didn't hear so much as a rumor about you. Oh, I was just lying low, gathering what information I could through connections from my guild years. Information about what was going on elsewhere in the country, the capital in particular, that kind of stuff. In the capital? Did you manage to find out anything? No more than you did yourself, sad to say. The Noble Alliance is doing a great job of keeping information from leaking out of the city. After that, I decided to sneak into the Cruzen province to follow the Alliance's movements from there. And that was when I ended up getting in contact with Eustace. I see. It's pretty impressive you were able to do so much all on your own. Well, working alone and gathering information are two things I had to get used to during my guild years. So it was nothing new for me. If anything, I'm more impressed with everything you've managed to do. I was glad to see everyone here okay after the Jaeger attack too. Sounds like it was a high-ranking corps. Yeah, the Northern Jaegers, under orders from Duke Albrea. Fortunately, there were no fatalities, even if the experience was pretty traumatic for everyone. Dad's woke up now too, so there's been no real long-term damage there. We had the goddess blessing in that respect. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to help you when you need it most, Reen. You don't need to apologize. You couldn't possibly have known what was going to happen. Is something wrong? You look distracted all of a sudden. No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about what a relief it is your dad's okay. He's always seemed like such a pleasant man, especially for a noble. Handsome, too. I don't like where this is going. Oh, relax. I'm just kidding. Anyways, that aside, you made it this far. You can make it the rest of the way, too. Just keep your eyes on the future. And that starts by deciding what to do next. You're right. We'll all be counting on your... This stuff is awesome. Can you at least let me be finished before you wind up passed out on the floor? After finishing her drink, Reen led an ever-so-tipsy instructor Sarah back to the Phoenix Wings. Only tipsy? Well, that's pretty good for her. So you could actually do 2 with her too. So yeah. So all four of the ones we just got on the last mission, you can do 2 bonding points with because they haven't been around to do bonding points with. But actually, I want to do one with Elliot. So we're gonna go find Elliot. There he is. What's up? Sitting here brings back memories. Remember trying to lock down ideas for our concert in the middle of our trip? I guess it wasn't that long ago, but it actually feels like another lifetime, especially since Crow was with us then. Yeah, it really does. But it's not another lifetime, is it? It's just this one. There's no reason for all of us to hang out. There's no reason that all of us hanging out and having fun has to stay a thing of the past. The only hard part is figuring out how to make that a reality again. Which is admittedly pretty hard, but I'm thinking of ways to make it happen. It doesn't really sound like he's getting anywhere. Maybe a break would help clear his mind. Come on, Elliot, let's take a break. The more frustrated you get over not being able to think of anything, the less likely it'll be that you actually will. Haha, yeah, I guess you're right. I know just the thing to clear my head. You used to play the lute, right? If it's still around, can we take a look at it? I didn't know Rean used to play the lute. Did I forget? Did it say that somewhere in the game and I forgot that? Rean and Elliot managed to scrounge up Rean's old lute from the darkest depths of the mansion. Instruments in hand, the 2 of them headed over to the tavern. Well, we managed to get permission to play here, but I've got to say I'm feeling pretty tense about this. I haven't touched this lute in forever, so playing it in front of a crowd all of a sudden is a bit... You'll be fine. Just play it like you played the guitar during the festival. One of the best things about music is that it can be made with any combination of instruments. Well, if you insist, I'll give it a go. Better to try and fail than not try at all, right? Oh, nice. We actually get to hear it. And so the 2 started to play alongside one another. To their relief, the customers in the tavern seemed to enjoy their performance, even giving them a round of applause once it was over. It sounded good to me. Whew, that was actually pretty fun. See, I told you it would be fine. Not being up on stage or having lights in your face takes off a lot of pressure too. I sometimes used to perform like this at a concert cafe back at home. Oh really? Still, I'm guessing it'd be even more fun if I could play half as well as you do. I don't mind if I'm really as good as make me sound, Rean. I've got a lot of practice ahead of me if I decide to pursue a career in music. Emphasis on the if. That's right, your dad's finally giving you permission to go through with it if you want. Have you started giving it any serious thought yet? Yeah, a bit. Not that I'm getting anywhere. I'm happy to have his approval, but it's still not a decision I can make lightly. It's probably silly to even be thinking about it now. I mean, we need to focus on getting through this war first. Not at all. There's nothing wrong with giving a thought to your future when you can. You're right that it's something you can't take lightly, and it's still hard to tell how things will be after the war ends. But if pursuing a life of music is what you decide to do in the end, you've got my full support too, not just your dad's. Thanks, Rean. By now, we need to focus on our future as a class. Once the war is over, then we can start living for the future. Yeah, you're right. That's right, Elliot. To thank Gerald for letting them perform there, Rean and Elliot helped clean up the tavern. Once they were finished, they happily walked back to the Phoenix Wings. Well, nice. And that's it. That's it for our bonding points for the day. So how about before we end the day, we go snowboarding? Oh yeah, some good old snowboarding. And then we'll call it a day. I can't remember where the snowboarding... Is it just where your Beer Valley 1 is? Is that how we go snowboarding? No, it's not the valley. But I can head out there right now? That's fun. You can call people to make a party. That's really cool. Okay, I think it's over here. Right? Like right over here. I didn't want it inside the tavern. I wanted right outside the tavern, but that's fine. Let's walk out the door. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, this is the snowboarding area. Course A3 is now open. All right, brand new level. Wait, is X jump? Yeah, okay. Just had to make sure because I figured there's gonna be some hurdles in this one. Like so. Ugh. Wolf. Okay, we can hit back to slow down. Wait, where did I miss some flag? I missed a flag somewhere along the way. We have to retry that.
It wasn't so great.
Lower the difficulty. Are you kidding me? That wasn't that hard. I missed one there. Like, I don't even think I only missed, what, one flag? So you have to get all 19 flags. Oh no, there's 19 total, but you have to get 18. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it says target 18. Okay, that makes sense. So you can only miss one. I'm good. I felt pretty good about that. Yeah, the snowboarding's pretty fun. I love mini games and RPGs.
Nice work. That there was an expert level course too. Well, here's your prize. Go ahead, take it.
Passion leggings.
Oh, take this too. It's a new board that's got real popular among the youngsters.
Select board on the course menu is now available. The difference between boards is purely cosmetic, so feel free to choose based on your personal preference.
And I'll be sure to keep the course well maintained. If you feel like boarding again, just come on by.
I certainly will. See you then. Alrighty, alright. Let's see. We need some more recipes. There's so many recipes out there to get, and we only have 2. I wonder if I could go buy some more recipes from one of these places. They have like new recipes or something. That'd be nice. We'll worry about that later, I guess. I guess it's time to go ahead and advance the story again. Alright. So to advance the story, we just need to go to Reen's room. Well, we've already accumulated. We've already spent all of our bonding points with various different classmates and or adults. And it's time to advance the story. But what's going to happen? What are we going to do? Where are we going to go? Find out the next one. See you then, YouTube. Adios.